It gave my students the opportunity to use a language.
The technology allows, it really focuses on the individual student.
And the more I've been speaking and practicing, it's gotten a lot easier, and it's a lot of fun now.
Joseph A. Foran High School is one of 2 high schools in Milford, Connecticut. The Milford community is fairly affluent and growing. The district is proud of its tradition of staying ahead of the current and giving its students the best tools to prepare them for the future. That tradition has helped teachers take the lead in language learning by introducing SANAKO Study 1200.
If you have a relatively large language class, which we have here a lot of times, you try to get the students to be proficient with language use. But when you have a class of 25, 26, 27 students, how often do they get a chance to use a language in class? With the SANAKO system, what it allows me to do is to have the students go to the computers, and it's one-on-one.
Study 1200 allows students to practice with confidence, strengthen pronunciation, and listen effectively to help correct errors in speech. SANAKO technology helps students become active rather than passive learners. When students become active participants in learning, they can take more responsibility for correcting their own mistakes.
If a student needs to listen to the dialogue 3, 4, or 5 times, they can do that. Rather than, the old traditional way of doing language instruction, you had a boombox or a tape recorder in the front of the room, and, you played it once. Are there any questions? And a lot of times, students didn't really want to raise their hand and acknowledge that there were certain things that they didn't understand. But now, in the confines of their own computer, they can sit there, first time, second, third, and fourth, whatever they want to do, they can do it from there.
They enjoy the program because the program gives immediate feedback. And even as I've been in there at the beginning of the year, and I've been in those classes later in the year, and I don't see any real diminishing of that. I think that the students find that work, that active engagement to motivate them. And with adolescent learners, if you can motivate them, that's sometimes 90% of what you need to do. And this technology motivates them.
I really like when we're given a prompt to speak about, like we'll watch a movie or something, and then Sonora will be like, okay, go to the computers, guys, and we'll sit down, and he'll be like, no, just tell me 10 things that happened in the movie. And so it's just like kind of go sit down and go, because it's quick thinking, and that's how real life is. Like, you're not going to have time to sit there and think about what you have to say.
Study 1200 makes teachers more effective. Preparation, delivery, and management of the class take less time and create more time for actual teaching.
I can have 28 students do an exercise in 4 or 5 minutes, which before would have taken an entire period. So look how much time you save there. To me, that's also very, very important. There's no downtime with this. And I think even with the 1200 program, that allows me to do even more than I could with the Study 500 and the 100 program. Now I can have a list of activities on the screen, and the students can go to whichever one they think they need the most work with and just concentrate on that. So it really hones in on areas of weaknesses that they feel they need to work on.
Study 1200 supports a high degree of independent learning by students. It also brings modern approaches to traditional teaching routines.
There has been an increase in what the community expects of us and what they expect of the students to be able to do. The technology, it doesn't supplant the teacher, but it certainly makes the teacher far more effective in monitoring student progress. The technology also allows students to apply their skills. If you're learning a language and you're not applying it, then you're not really learning it. You may know the vocabulary, you may know the conjugations of the verbs, but unless you can actually put that to use in a conversation, what good is it? It's just memorization.
Because it's important to learn how to speak the language as well as learn how to read it and write it and everything, and this program gives us the opportunity to do that. Because you can hear yourself speak as well as others and answer questions, and it's really interesting.
Study 1200 has become a favorite among teachers and students at Foran High School, with positive results already showing this technology is taking language students confidently into the future.
And our goal is to use the SANAKO program not only with language programs, but all courses across the curriculum at high school level and also at the middle school level.